Incredible. We've made it. And we're gonna see someone wants to hire us in a non-coordinator position. The Gorge University head coaching position is up for grabs. Will it be us? Yes! We've done it! They're expecting only 6 wins per year. Look at that trajectory. Whew. Up, 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 up. I love it. We're gonna sign head coach Billy Whip. Now the world can see how terrible my defensive playing is. See who we got leaving, what we gotta have happen. I think Dingle's gone. This is always the saddest part of the season. Seeing what players we're gonna lose. So I'm sure there's a lot of good ones. Hard work does pay off, yeah. Hard work and a lot of interceptions. I think we ended the season with a like -20 turnover differential. But regardless, we got a bunch of head coaching upgrades to put in. Because that level of transfer's over, they're going to all go into recruiting. We want the scouting, we want to be able to scout. We'll put one into locksmith for now, because we don't need to worry about being locked out so early. And we'll put a bunch into the opener. Early season recruiting is more important. And we want visits to be critical. And let's see. Pipelines could be nice. We don't necessarily need that yet. Letter of intent is what we're gonna put our one into. Extra 1,500 for the off season, and a little bit of a chance that we steal a prospect. That could come in really handy here as we try to put our philosophy into the program. Mario Cristobal, ooh, is the lowest job security. I don't like seeing that. Ducks did go 6-6. All right, let's look at our players leaving. Who matters to us? Brent Raymond. He didn't see much playing time. He wasn't really able to separate himself from everybody else. Quad X means. Bo Ramsey, our fullback, he's been around for a long time. He's an OG. Sad to see him go. Derek Battle, we're gonna miss him a lot. And that's it. That's all that matters. Wow. We are gonna be returning a lot of talent this year. We might pick something up on the draft or in the transfers to add to our class. Let's see. I'm imagining nobody from the GU got drafted. Yeah, that's absolutely makes sense. And we're gonna get a cornerback. It's only 63 overall, but from USC. He's gonna come in and start talking shit to all our guys. We're gonna do our off-season recruiting. This is gonna be a huge start to the program under Billy Whip's tenure as head coach, the Billy Whip dynasty. I'm curious to see what we're looking at. Where our draft, where our class, it's not a draft, where our recruiting class stands right now. It's almost last place, 125th out of 126, with only 8 guys. If we can pick up some 4 stars, that'll bring it up a lot. Who's got the most 5 stars right now? Alabama, big surprise. Okay. All right. What are our pipelines? I think it's Washington and California right now. Yeah, we should be able to do that. And if we could pick up more, that'd be great. But I don't think that's going to happen. Let's look at our board. We got 16 scholarships left. We were going to try to snag this outside linebacker, the 3-star. not too far behind. Ooh, we could pick up an athlete. A JUCO athlete. We'll offer him a scholarship. That'd be our first athlete ever. And we're gonna give 3,000 here to Marcus Johnson before we figure out. We might end up giving him more, but 3,000 to start with. I'm having a hard time just getting to the damn number. Oh my gosh. There we are. Andrew Burnett, we're a long ways behind. This guy, we got a decent lead, so we'll put let's do just 1,000 for now. Tim Pope, ooh, we wanted Tim Pope from the start. I mean, how can you not? Ooh, maybe it's a different guy named Pope. Tim Pope's brother then must have been who we were after, because there was a quarterback or something with the last name of Pope that we were wanting for a while, but we'll take a defensive tackle. Dustin Thompson, big deficit there. Decent lead here on Alfred Mitchell. Josh Wright we should get. All solid players. Tom Daly. Cornerbacks, you know, all that sort of stuff. Got a lot of guys. It's a shame that we offered Eddie Arnold. He's a 1-star middle linebacker who's got a 48 overall. If he sees playing time, it's going to be like never. Brutal. Got to put a lot of points here into Burnett. He's a high overall. He is a JUCO transfer, but who knows? Maybe we snag him from UNLV. We got like a 5% chance or something to do that. Dustin Thompson. So we'll put a little bit more into the Pope. 500 more. We'll put a little bit into Alvin Mitchell to lock him up. 3-star corner. I think that's solid in my book. I just having a hard time doing numbers right now. 500. I don't think we need to put any into Josh Wright. Dustin Thompson. We already are bringing in at least one defensive tackle. We filled our team needs for the season. So the real question is, who is worth putting points into? Put a little bit more. 72 overall is really pretty solid for a player coming out to hang out with us. So we do want to get this guy. We've got that 1,500 extra. I actually dumped 5 into somewhere around here. Oh no, because I offered a scholarship. That's why. Got a little confused there. This guy. Sure, we'll offer him. He'll come to us. That's just an extra body in the trenches. Who knows how he develops. This guy is from Oregon, from Wilsonville. Interesting talent, a defensive end, a tackle. Strong safety that we got the lead on. Yeah, okay. We're gonna let the CPU figure out where to put the rest to lock up guys. I don't think we'll pick up all 16 of our stuff there, why don't I have words? Scholarships. We're gonna see what we end up signing here in this draft class. How many guys? I said it again. Recruiting class. See what our class ranking ends up being for the year. We were at 125th out of 126. So that's kind of interesting. While I'm thinking about it, we were going to change conferences. We got Johnson, we got the Pope. We're picking up a lot of guys. Nice. I like it, I like it, I like it. End up getting 11 guys there. Let's see what our class ended up at. 11 guys should bring us up quite a few spots. to 108. Still not great. We would have loved to have at least cracked the top 100. I mean, looking at these teams that we're down recruiting with, I mean, New Mexico went. No, actually New Mexico had a pretty solid. 125 is better than 126. And some of these guys are in conference too, so that's positive for us. Mountain West, UNLV, Wyoming, New Mexico State, who I think went winless, Air Force, New Mexico, and then us. Mountain West did not recruit well overall. So that's our main goal for next year, is a top 100 recruiting. You know, we'll set the bar high. Top 75 recruiting class. That's where we'll start. I think we might have picked up an athlete, but I also want to just look to see what everybody else is doing. We didn't get that guy. That's fine. See where our speedsters are playing. Lala Davis. What a name. Junior redshirt out of Lynchburg, Virginia. He might see some playing time. Our fastest running back is an 88 speed, but he had an 80, but that 94 acceleration. Ooh. Okay. That's something I could get behind. Let's look at our throw power. See if anybody weird can come in and play quarterback that's not already a quarterback. Nope, not looking like it. That'll put us on to the training, the off-season training. See who earns their spots on the depth chart in the off-season here. It's gonna be our kicker and our punter. Yeah, they always advance the most. Noah Bean, the superstar tight end, gets 6 overall points boosted there in the off-season. Lala Davis pumps up. He's our highest rated running back. This could be interesting. We got, let's see, Tyson Phillips, our redshirt freshman quarterback. He's right there on the verge of being the fastest. He'll definitely be getting the start next year. Cleveland picked up a little bit of speed. That'll be nice. Let's look at our throwing. Cleveland picked up +4 throw accuracy. That's going to make probably a big difference. He has been known to overthrow. Excuse me. He's been known to overthrow his receivers, and a 78 throw power is not terrible. Tyson Phillips is going to need to have a really good offseason next year because his throwing is atrocious. At the halfback spot, Lala Davis comes in up top. He's going to be starting. He might be technically co-starting here with Jared Red. But not entirely sure. He has a lot of acceleration, but he's got the lowest speed. So that'll be interesting. Meanwhile, our fastest back has the lowest acceleration. So we might want to split the difference. Red will continue to get carries with Davis behind him. I think that the experience is something that could be a little bit stronger. Alright, this is going to take a little bit, this custom conferences. So I got to try to figure out where everybody's sitting. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Let's see. Standings there. We're gonna move some people into like the American, stuff like that. The AAC has what? 12 players? And that'll be useful. And since we actually have the ability to change our skill tree, we're gonna do that. Because we can move that point, the off-season point, to be something different. Alright, the Pac-12, we won't change. None of that is actually, that's all correct, right? Vanderbilt, A&M. 14 teams. Yeah. The Sun Belt. Actually, I'm gonna go to ones that I know have changes. And that's not the ACC, because they have 14. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I need to move. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We are going to change. Oh, can we not change? Maybe they don't have enough people for divisions in this conference. Okay, Cincinnati is in, Temple is in, South Florida's in, Cincinnati, yeah, UCF, yeah. ECU needs to move to the American. What are they in right now? The Sun Belt or something? The Independent? CUSA? Yeah, there they are. CUSA, okay. UConn's in. Houston's in. SMU's in. We need Tulane, who I'm assuming is also CUSA. Beautiful. Tulsa is CUSA. I'll change the divisions around a little bit better later. Tulsa, Navy, and Memphis. I don't know if Memphis was already in there. Is Navy independent here? Yes. And Memphis. Okay, so the East will be Division A, I guess. Is Cincinnati, UConn, ECU. Oh, Louisville's not in here. They need to leave. South Florida. We could do that, or one of the best teams to one of the worst conferences. I'm trying to go realistic this year, and then like next season, we'll start moving people into weird spots. Oh, Rutgers is gone. They gotta go to the Big Ten. Oh god, they don't still have the leaders and legends shit. Ugh. Gross. Who else was it? It was Louisville. They're in the ACC. Can figure out where in the conference they are later. Okay, is that correct? No, Tulsa needs to be swapped with UCF. We got UCF, USF. Temple, Cincinnati, UConn, okay. And then Houston, Navy, SMU, Memphis, Tulsa, Tulane. Beautiful. The AAC is complete. Let's look at the ACC. Clemson, BC, yes, yes. NC State, Syracuse, Florida State, Wake Forest, Louisville. Maryland needs to move to the Big Ten. I can know my alphabet. And then VT, Virginia, Miami, Pitt, Duke, Georgia Tech, North Carolina. Cool, the ACC is good. I'm assuming the Big 12 is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Or Big 12. I don't know if I said Big 10 or Big 12. Whatever. The Big 10. Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State, Maryland, Indiana. That's not what I wanted to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many? Who's not in here? Rutgers is, Indiana is, Maryland, Purdue. There we go. And this should be Northwestern, Wisconsin, Iowa, Purdue, Illinois, Nebraska, and Minnesota. Beautiful. CUSA is just going to be broken, I think. FIU, Middle Tennessee, Marshall, Charlotte. Is Charlotte in this game? I feel like Charlotte might not be in this game. No, they wouldn't be there. Yeah, there is no Charlotte, unless they're in the MAC. Something weird. Oh, okay. We knew that one of these conferences was going to be a little bit broken. Just didn't know which one. So that's just what it is now. Independents don't matter. How about the Mid-America Conference? Buffalo, Miami, Ohio, Akron, Bowling Green, Kent State. Where does UMass play now? Oh, they're an independent. Yeah, we can do that. Or we can move them to CUSA eventually, but we'll figure that out. This is going to be Western Michigan, NIU, Ball State, Eastern Michigan, Toledo, and Central Michigan, so that's correct. Mountain West we already know is going to be kind of broken because we fucked that up. Pac-12 should be completely fine. Yep. SEC should be fine. I think we checked that. Yep. And the Sun Belt. Now we know the Sun Belt can't be correct because App State's not in the game. We got Arkansas, UL Lafayette, South Alabama, Texas State, Coastal Carolina is also not in. Georgia State is. Georgia Southern's not. Troy is. Okay, so the Sun Belt, and I think that might have been it. And the MAC. Basically, only two teams are fucked, or two conferences, and we're gonna leave it that way. We've got our custom conferences. They're a little bit more realistic now. Divisions are solid, and that's that. Beautiful. On to football things. A lot of work there. Curious to see how things play out now. So we got the Big 10 correct, finally, and the AAC correct. I like to do my recruiting last here. So that's what's going to happen. QB, gosh, I hate to start Cleveland, but he fits the best in our system by a long shot. So he's getting the start. Davis and Red. Oh, I can't redshirt these guys. I'm redshirting right now. That's right. Ooh, David Lacey, Lauren Edwards, okay. We're gonna redshirt our shitty freshman wide receivers so he has a chance to actually be something. Chaz Wilkinson. Yeah, we need to have an extra tight end there. We're gonna be losing 2 tight ends here. We got the Butlers at center, Rashad and Patrick. I don't think they're related. And at depth chart, I can actually change my halfback situation, where every single one of them actually is redshirted, which I think is funny. Lala and Jared swap spots. Other than that, we're going to call that good. Dingle for Travis McKenzie. We'll swap those 2 as well. Dingle's earned his right not to be at the bottom of the depth chart. You want to think of some spots for our schedule here? We know that we don't want weird bye week stuff happening. But we're going to be stuck with it. Okay. A late bye week right now. We're playing South Carolina, Alabama, and Auburn. We could keep that. It's a tough out-of-conference schedule. I guess it would be a trial run to see if we can move to the SEC, depending on what we do. I have a feeling playing some of these schools is going to be bad. We got a strong strength of schedule, though, so that's a positive for us. Oof. That's pretty brutal. Let's see what we can do here on the recruiting board. This is where I like to get to. Start of the season. We got our new guys in. We got to figure out who we want to go after. Or a new head coach so we can send out a new pitch to these guys. I love it. See if we can't find ourselves a good quarterback this year. The easier. Oh, that's hilarious. Roll Tide. I remember. Apparently, we were looking for pocket passes to keep a quarterback. We don't want that. We have a lot of team needs. Oof. That could be a problem. Alright. Let's get into it then, I guess. I like to go... I'll put the number 1 on my board always, just because. I'll put the fastest guy. Oh my gosh! The number 20 athlete, 64th ranked player. We're second on his board. And he is a fast guy. Okay, I like that. Put the strongest guys in each of these at 705-pound squad. That's impressive. And we're going to make sure we do everything in our power to make sure that John Billings from Palmer, Alaska comes and plays for us. 100%. Alright, so I got my Spark Top 100 guys in. Now we're going to go for needs. So we need 2 centers, a corner, a middle linebacker, an outside linebacker, a kicker, a guard, a tight end, and a punter. Oof. Not easy. But we should be able to snag some decent centers. I'm just going to make it easy and get guys who want to come here first. Who of these guys? He's fastest. This guy's stronger though. Okay. There we go. So we've got our center prospects. So look at our outside linebackers. With some of these needs, it's just going to be easier to take no freaking way am I getting this text message right now. I just gotta... What? Unless... Okay, that's weird. I think someone just tried to spoof my dad's phone number to send me spam email. Or a spam text. This guy... Oh, he's a JUCO. And he's first on our board. JUCOs are solid. Obviously he could be terrible still, but... I will recruit that guy. JUCO guys usually are underrated. And when we're trying to build your program, transfers are pretty useful. We got a 4-star middle linebacker that's interested in playing for us. How many guys are we up to here? Kicker, guard, tight end, and a punter. Try to fill our recruiting board. 3-star kicker, we're second on this board. That's good enough for me. Let's see if we have a punter interested in us. JUCO guys, I imagine. One of them is a JUCO. JUCO sophomore. Who's an accurate punter? He's stronger and faster than the other guy. Sure, we'll take a shot. We don't want to add too many people to the board. Week 1. Tight end and a guard is what we need now. And then we can just fill the rest of our board with guys who are interested in coming. Ooh, I like that. 3-star bunch of 3 tight ends want to play for us. The Beansters, making that a possibility. Who's fast? This guy's stronger, not much slower. Yeah, okay. I like this. I like this a lot. Now we'll add a couple guards. Someone who actually matters. Ooh, a 4-star with some interest in us. And a 3-star. It's good. Not too long ago, we weren't having anybody interested in playing for us, so we're turning heads. See if we can keep that up. Ooh, actually, the last 2 spots for the preseason, I want a scrambling quarterback, whether they're interested or not, and a speed running back. Nah, okay. Kelly Newton. It's the highest rated of all these guys. From Florida. Nobody's from a pipeline, I imagine. Palm Springs, California. He's only a 3-star. 62nd quarterback. What's this guy's quarterback ranking? Number 3. Yeah, sure. We'll go for that. And then a speed halfback. Try to pick up guys that matter for us. Fit in the scheme a little bit better. And this guy is a 2-star. 4.640. That doesn't seem all that fast to me. Mike Jackson. Sorry, pal. Don't think I want you. Who's the best here? And can we find one from a pipeline state? There we go. If his number 1 school, what are those numbers? He wants to play at either Oregon State, Iowa, or Cal. That seems interesting to me. All right, let's scout these guys and get into the season after we switch to South Carolina for Tennessee. See if these guys all get, or who gets better. Which I want this sorted by overall, so that we can see who actually does get better. See if we can find some gems. Get rid of any busts. Ooh, John Billings. We're gonna want him. He's interested in us. What are his stats? He's fast as a ooh, he's a quick guy. How's his throwing? Where is that? Catch, break, catch. He doesn't throw. Throw power, throw accuracy 40. Yeah, okay. That guy's just gonna be beast. Not in the quarterback position. There's a bust. That scrambling quarterback, 80 and 81 on his speed and acceleration. Our kicker that we were looking at is a bust. The center's not great. The tight end's a bust. The punter's a little bit better. I've seen a lot of overall drops here. And no gems. Alright, that's our recruiting early. At the very least, we're going to get a little XP for the busts. Not great. And we're going to start our SEC out of conference schedule, hopefully with Tennessee if it allows us to. Still a top 25 matchup. That's a lot of SEC in the top 25. And that's gonna do it. Whew. I haven't played defense in a really long time, since we've been the offensive coordinator for so long, for 3 years. So you're gonna have to bear with me in these first 2 games against Tennessee and Alabama. As just gonna try to be manageable, I guess. So I don't feel like I have a lot of other options. Isn't that right, Marco? Okay, we have 5 preseason All-Americans and 13 preseason All-Conference players. We're gonna see if we can Rocky drop these guys off a cliff here. Oh wait, we have a bye week on the first week. No week 1 for us. And let's see, where do we want to put points? Obviously these top guys we want to offer scholarships week 1. That's a given. And that's what we're going to do with a lot. This John Billings guy, we have a good shot to get him, I think. We're also going to want to put points. Everybody that we can, we're going to see what we can do early. If we're not going to make progress on them, then they'll just drop off the board immediately. But I think we got a solid chance. And we get just a pure week of recruiting. And week 1 is just looking at these guys. And yes, undefeated through week 1. It's necessary. Now let's see if Tennessee loses, or if we're going to be playing a top 25 match. I have a feeling we ended last season ranked 25th. This is the first time being ranked in program history after the bowl game. So we haven't played a game ranked. Curious to see how far down we slipped in the offseason. Because I imagine, even with all the talent that we brought back this year, we only lost, you know, a few offensive starters. Curious to see where they're going to rank us. You know, there's a new head coach at the helm. We did get obliterated by USC. And I'm awful at defense. A lot of studio updates to prepare here before we can get into week 2. All right. Ooh, Tennessee moves up. We're gonna look at, let's see what the Heisman watch is looking like. We don't have a man in. And it's pretty spread out across conferences. Only one conference with 2 guys looking at it. Oh, I scrolled over there. Championship contender will tell us what our true rank is right now. 53 with no upward projection. We're gonna try to build this up, see what we can do this year. Hopefully, if we can go 1-1 to start these 2 weeks, then I'll feel a little bit more confident.